and I think Wisp is coming back. It didn't exist a week ago.
Yep.
Now it's a big deal. This is a Wisp team, you know, not making it through the draft, but we're seeing Wisp. We didn't see Wisp before.
Okay, so what you're saying is the tier 2, tier 3 teams had to basically develop meta without seeing tier 1 teams.
Yeah.
Therefore, they kind of made it look like it was better. Tier 1 teams had a little look, well, maybe...
What the hell is
These
that?
mere Doom. Okay, so they had a little go, and then tier 1 teams are now setting the meta once again.
I mean, literally...
It sounds so smart when you say it like that.
It really does.
That was great.
Yes. This
Again,
is why
I'm just here to
I don't
facilitate
get
the conversation. Just thought I'd just try and show off my coaching job. If anyone wants a coach, I'm heavily unemployed. I'm
Probably
so
I'll
unemployed.
try to make points, and even if I'm right, the presentation is so stupid, people don't want to agree with me.
But that's the thing. Your points were technically correct. It's just you have to add a little bit of to
The
it.
best kind
whatever
of
that
correct.
was.
Let's get back to the draft here. Treant, Protector, and Tiny. We've seen a lot of Tiny. We know what he's about. We've seen a lot of Venom. We know what he's about. Tree and Phoenix. This is a classic-ass combo that nobody's running. Where's this boy been?
He's been in pubs.
Yeah?
He's been crushing it. Big win rate. Playing in multiple roles. Lots of pro players having a great time with it. Great for defending towers. It's great for holding a lane so that a Spectre or a PL or a Terrorblade can get farmed. So that's a good question. I feel like it's good. I feel like it's one of the best heroes right now.
I would say the issue with this combo opening is it just unlocks to having these big hypermobile cores being picked, especially because Team Empire they didn't have the last pick in first phase. You could have seen Cyberium Seed pick up like the anti-mage or this kind of big like Manta-style-esque mobility hero that would just pick apart this lack of lockdown. In terms of the tree and the value here, when you see this Veno, he's able to push towers, but it's very much like small chip damage.
Sure.
So that living armor, you get 2-3 points in it early on. Suddenly this Veno in the side lane, cool, he's farming, but he's never taking tower and moving into our map.
That's true.
The value for the tiny pick is Veno after level 3-4 can stay pretty much independent. Most players just gravitate towards a 0-2-2 build, not going for Gale. He can be independent, unlocking Tiny to move across the map. We saw Crit and Tiger both play exceptional Tinies because their offlaner doesn't need help. He needs help for 1 minute, 2 minutes. Now suddenly, Tiny level 2-3, you're pretty much killing anyone on the map at this point with +1.
That's the nicest thing about Veno right now, honestly, is that there's very few heroes that are picked in the meta, and this is going back to why I think the meta has shifted in Tier 1. There are very few heroes in the meta that actually are able to make it through a jungle of wards.
Yep.
Like, you can't walk through that as a tree. You can't walk through... Well, you kind of can as a tree once you get
You just
level
go
10.
like deep into the tree,
You
right?
have to
You have to
really
really, like,
deep.
yeah. You have to
And you got to be careful, though, with the Veno. It's like he just blows up on you.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know, Phoenix can't. Most carries can't. So it's a good patch for Veno if they pick the meta heroes.
I see. Snapfire picked out as well. Snap, we've seen her get picked up. Hasn't been too impressive yet. Do you think there's hope in this game?
It's very much like the current meta flex pick flare that's coming in. So we've seen Veno, it's gone from 3 to 5. Same with Snapfire, it goes from 3, 4, and 5. And we saw Secret running off lane. I think 5 men in one game put it off lane in the Immortal division. So right now, Cyberium Seed are pretty much offering up 2 heroes that can be in either lane. Right now, you would probably argue Snapfire being in the 5 role, because against a tree, if he ever commits onto you and you cookie onto him, you kill the trees around him, therefore taking away that free pathing, and it's going to be super hard for him to then get away and then connect into a tree. So there's that very small interaction that Snap can just demolish a tree out of position.
That's a really great point. Invoker picked up here. It looks like more magical damage to complement the Phoenix. Also, pretty good partner for the Tree and Protector. Am I right?
Yeah, great. Excellent wombo combo, as well as if you ever find anybody out on the map as tree while you're sitting in a side lane or hunting in the jungle.
AFKing with a meteor hammer.
Yeah, AFK with a meteor hammer. You can, if you hit somebody with that and a cataclysm comes out or a sunstrike, that's big DPS. So yeah, it's not that bad. My concern, once again, as you were saying, is the mobility aspect. If Cyberium picks something like a Lifestealer, I think it's a pretty garbage hero, but it hits the egg, it can dispel the Treant ulti, and Invoker doesn't do anything against Lifestealer.
Sure.
Or Juggernaut. I mean, Juggernaut's the other option. Is it? Let me see the bans.
Yeah,
Oh,
Empire
Jug is
is
banned.
banned
Jug
out
is
of
banned.
the
Okay, that
Smart.
definitely... Yeah, you want to ban that with Phoenix and Tree.
I would take a Juggernaut over the other one any day.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
afraid.
not a
Lifestealer is
great...
a real weird hero. Sladar comes out.
Okay.
Welcome, Sladar. It's been a minute.
Oh, and there goes it. There goes the notes. I just
Oh
don't
my
need
God,
them.
the notes!
I'll just, you know what? Yeah, I'll just elevate
it up.
This. No. I won't throw it. I was
Knock
about to
off
just
the
yeet
ground
it in.
like the animal you are.
I think that would
Talk to me, Slacks.
Continue your analysis, boy.
Yeah, so the... Why, thank you, sir. So, yeah, the Invoker pick in general, we saw how OG first faded so quickly is because it's such a good hero at, like, anti-aggression. With the Quaswex build, you can even just have the eventual Ags build just to blow up people. You have so many ways to play against fight. Oh, Lacoste is... Oh, beautiful. Sorry, I got distracted
doing
by
very
Lacoste.
disturbing.
Cost
stuff.
picked a boogie and flicked it at us like a schoolyard bully, and we're too much.
He's a meanie.
We're too beta to do anything about it. We're just sitting here. The boogie's on his foot right now. It's disgusting. Lacoste.
I'll clean it up after Slacks.
Anyway,
Sorry.
what were you saying?
Nothing much really. Just
Continue.
Once again, Invoker just has nice ways in which he can either play off of the overgrowth with the Ags build, or he can just go Quaswex and just basically be that hero that once Tiny and Sodder are trying to run through you, he can disengage really easily and then basically be the starting of the fight in a defensive capacity.
A lot of low mana guys on Cyberium.
True.
But these guys, they like to press the buttons, which requires mana. And so that's always really nice when you are this Quaswex Invoker. It's that you don't need to kill anybody. You just take away their mana and they can't play.
So they need that Mango Tree, like we said in the pre-show.
Oh,
in base.
shit.
In the base.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Oh, Terrorblade.
Meta discussion.
Gone.
What if the players didn't get to know about what neutral items were coming, but the casters did? Imagine in the pick screen, all of the neutral items come up. Would this be good or bad?
That's a good idea. That sounds fun. That just sounds like a good time.
A good time.
But how do you like vet that? So like a random guy watching with like the 5-minute delay of draft goes, "Hey, Mr. Mid Laner for X team, you're about to get a..."
Oh, that's true. It is like you'll see the 40 or the 37-minute items.
Yeah.
Those are a pretty big deal.
exactly.
Are they?
Yeah.
So I appreciate you, again, coaching thing. I appreciate your opinion,
I see.
but you're so bad. Don't suggest anything again.
Okay. Well, now I know why you got fired. Terrorblade gonna be picked out here. Is Terrorblade a good Terrorblade a good hero, boys?
I'm so unemployed.
No, take it easy, now, young one.
Terrorblade is, again, in concept, it's going to be a good hero here. For the laning phase, high armor hero against Slardar. Slardar only does physical damage. In terms of the game, he buys BKB. He doesn't really have any concerns. I am afraid of the burst potential. If it is a tiny mid, he has a good time running into that jungle with that early blink dagger, always jumping the Terrorblade. He doesn't have a lot of HP, therefore he will just die. So.
Honestly, Terrorblade's not bad against Veno, too. If they did run the Veno offlane.
Really?
It's, if he spams the Q, it's really annoying for the Veno. It means that you can't go for the max W build on Veno, the passive. Like, you could... With a lot of these high armor agi guys in the safe lane, you just max the passive and say, hey, get out of lane, you're taking magic damage, and then they're like, okay, I'm going to go jungle. But you can't do that against a Terrorblade because he just turns it back around on you.
Wow, that seems counterintuitive, because Terrorblade used to traditionally be countered by high magical damage heroes like Zeus.
Right.
And we're seeing a lot of very bursty heroes coming out here on this squad. So,
Yep.
Yeah, has it just changed now where Terrorblade's
It's just-
able to survive that?
The problem is just it's a passive. So he gets the passives when he creates the illusions. Like I'm saying, he presses the Terrorblade Q, whatever the hell it's called.
Yes.
Do you know what it's called?
Conjure image?
No, Conjure Image is his illusion.
No, yeah, it is. Reflection.
Reflection! Yeah.
Why did I say Conjure? I looked at you and was like, wow.
Thanks.
Oh, sorry, all those guides I've been watching on YouTube.
I'm not
it hurts my...
I'm not a carry player. I'm not supposed to know this.
Yeah, again,
we don't
I
have
don't-
any carry players.
Why
on
did
the panel, actually.
why did we get that wrong?
Carry players aren't smart enough to be analysts.
That's true.
I hit creep. Oh, very good. Well done. Win TI now, little one. Anyway, interesting. Only real Dumbos wouldn't know that those illusions use the passives. Dumbos like me learn something new every day.
The other thing as well is you have to look at the fact that you have this laning setup, which is when TB wants to go to jungle, you're going to have this tree in the lane that can push out the waves.
That's true.
The classic answer to TB is Arc Warden, and we're going to see a game which is basically Cyberium Seed with all this early aggression, wanting to take map control, and then Arc eventually will try and win them the game. My fear is Empire, if they just play a little bit smart on the back foot, wait for their items, and then go, this Arc won't be ready to deal with the overarching team fight that they have on Team Empire.
The Arc Legion matchup too is a weird one. It's double edged. You have this.
Hey.
If Legion Duels? Wait, what?
Nothing. It's just a spell name. It was neat.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, I totally lost my train of thought.
No, I'm sorry.
That
Not
was
a
a
good.
really good excuse, Jenkins.
Not good as a host.
All right, now, all right. You've got the duel, right? The duel comes out, all of a sudden you put the bubble down in the duel, no damage. But if you duel the Arc Warden, what does he do?
He summons his clone, and the clone does the bubble instead.
While duel?
Wall duel, you
The
idiot.
clone, like beforehand, he prepreemptively.
Preemptively.
Oh, okay.
The clone's ready.
All right, at any rate, our
Sounds
wonderful
really
sponsor has sided with Team Empire on this one. Interestingly enough, despite the traditional counter to Terrorblade, as you called it, the Arc Warden. Gentlemen, do you agree?
I'm not a huge Arc Warden fan. I feel like any hero that plays for 7 items is not a good hero. I know the win rate's high. I think it's high because people are getting cheesed by it. I don't think it's good in that good in competitive. Even against Terrorblade, I think Terrorblade's a better hero.
Interesting.
So I'm going to go with Terrorblade.
All right.
I'm going to probably agree with you on this one. I think Seed, even though they won that last game, the kind of team choices they made were a little bit slow. And I think overall that might not go into your favor when you're against a Terrorblade when they're making the first move. When you're having to react and you're slow, you naturally lose a lot of map control. You need space for Arc Warden to farm. There probably won't be any space.
Yeah.
Gone.
All right, well, it is time to find out. No more discussion, gentlemen. We must cast it to the casters. The players are ready, and we won't keep you waiting. Once again, please welcome Lacoste and the Pixel, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you, Slacks. Thank you. Thank you, Slacks. Anyway, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Stop it. Okay, that's enough.
Somebody get him out of there. Thank you, Slacks. It's game 2, ladies and gentlemen, of Cyberium Seed versus Empire. What do we reckon about this? We've got this Arc Warden coming out as the last final pick. A little bit mixed on their opinions on the panel in regards to how strong it's going to be here. Do you sort of rate this hero very highly at the moment, Lacoste?
It's one of the toughest heroes to read, you know, if he goes for like items that he's not supposed to go in certain situations. We saw a lot of like misplaced items in the previous game, a lot of mistakes just from these two teams, but yeah, I feel like Arc Warden is a great hero against the TB, but I'm not sure if he can keep up with what Team Empire has. Like, you have Legion Commander that's gonna buff you up, extra attack speed, Dispel, you have Treant Protector's armor, so that's gonna be one very hard TB to actually kill.
Yeah, a lot of ways to buff him up and keep him strong in the mid-game fights that Cyberium Seed are going to look to bring to them. Let's see what sort of lane setups we get at the moment. Bottom lane, So Bad and Eknart, the 2 supports around here with their Legion. I mean, I imagine they're not going to stay here very long, almost certainly going to focus on keeping their Terrorblade safe in the early laning stage, especially against the pressure that Cyberium Seed could throw against him in that lane, as at the moment Slardar, Veno and Snapfire all up there.
The battle begins.
They put the Tiny on a mid lane, so that's going to be a lot of levels for Tiny, which means that the combo is going to be there much faster, like the full combo, 4 levels in Eva and Toss. So these heroes need to be very careful. You know, TB is not the hero with the high HP. Armor is not going to protect you against the magical damage. Nether's going to press the attack, protect you against that. So it seems like it's going to be Lightless Quasvex Invoker on the mid lane. They also have like great way, once again, same thing they did in the previous one, ways of defending the egg. Like, you have Legion Commander duel, you have Treant Protector, the old school combo, they group up Reflection, Invoker with Tornado, EMP. So in this kind of scenario, I think Phoenix can afford to, you know, just go in and use the egg in front of them instead of just waiting for someone to do stuff and then cast it.
Sure. I guess the only real worry is it's got to be the Snapfire, right? You've always got to be careful with the little Shredder in play.
Little Shredder just kills egg level 1, but once you hit level 12, yeah, just hit level 12 and he can't kill it anymore.
That's all you got to do.
The thing is, like, you're gonna get either dueled, like, in this scenario, you do not want to be close with the Snapfire. You want to be using that ulti. Also, they don't have like the greatest setup for the ulti. They have some slow vision coming up from Venomancer, but okay, maybe with Tiny. Maybe I'm just wrong here.
Yeah, I get it, but when sort of the blink comes out for the Tiny or the Slardar, they're going to have a good way to start things off on the front. Allow Biker to sit back and let the ult go.
I don't think the top lane is doing good job for Team Empire.
Bottom. Certainly doing the job for Cyberium as they'll be the ones to claim first blood on Sobat. Taking him down.
Sam.
Starting to tank a little bit of the tower. He's going to get traded over to Biker.
Yeah, I don't think you want to dive Terrorblade underneath the tower. He has like 15 armor.
Yeah, not least until the levels are there on the Snapfire, so they have that additional bit of burst. And Slardar on his own isn't really going to scare these heroes at all.
Treant Protector as position 5 does not really provide that much. Like, he spent all of his regen, spent pretty much all of his mana, so what are you gonna do right now? Like, you need to bring extra regen. Slardar already used his healing cell, so he's gonna be up. I don't think TB is gonna get much farm when there's no meta.
No, very hard to step up to the wave, at least with it taking a lot of burst. So in the mid lane, CS 12 for 3, gets 13 for 4, continues to be a very close trade there. As Mastermind has got the bottle, we'll see around that 4-minute mark if backup comes in to make sure that Mastermind can get the refill. Or if Lightless is able to mess with him. Bottom lane again, Sobat and Shashlo getting kept very low.
Do you think Mastermind's saying, I wish someone dies right now so he can TP to mid lane and refill my bottle? Yeah.
He might not be saying it,
Like,
but you know he's thinking it. He's
Venomancer,
like, somebody die.
do your job.
Yeah. He's open for that refill.
He's doing it. I thought he was gonna die for a second. Yeah.
Suddenly eyeing up Shashlo. Would love to have her an excuse to dive in for the Legion or the Phoenix. He's very much struggling against these two ranged heroes down here of Cyberium.
The toss back is gonna get that Invoker very low.
See up top, Cookie. Down and into the river. Mike gets himself away from that meta. Back in mid, Mastermind.
Rune spawning. It's very important that you check your runes for Tiny. Rune spawning right now. It's gonna be bottom. Yeah, Mastermind.
Oh yeah, they might still be able to protect it.
Yeah, you see two heroes actually checking the runes for Tiny. They understand that he needs that mana and HP refill. Invoker's not the hero that buys bottle and has high regeneration coming out from that quas. But that also leaves Arcward and Solo on bottom. So Empire almost said Gambit because I saw Shashlo. They used that info and try to play aggressive on Arcward.
Smiling Knight is dead. Sam's able to get in and actually able to punch him down despite the high armor. Smiling Knight, he was so low HP that Sam was able to finish him off as the TB tried to get aggressive onto Biker Snapfire, cost him his life.
So bad in trouble. He's gonna TP out. Same goes for Shashlo. That just TP out of the lane.
All right.
4 minutes in, so this should secure 2 bounty runes. Pubber could easily grab 2 of those, and that's gonna be like 2.5 free waves for Arcwarden.
Yeah,
Tiny dropping very low in the mid lane.
Slightly have the damage
He's
to quite
fine.
finish him
Fairy
off.
Fire. Doesn't even pop it, man. Mastermind.
He did the maths. He was
Mastermind.
very nice. He's got a big brain, that boy. You're right, yeah, bounty runes picked up by Pub. I mean, this is going to push this Arc Warden towards a very nice Midas timing this game. Having a very happy time down here, little pleb. With the way that the two of them, this Arc Warden Feno combo has dealt very well with this Legion Phoenix duo. It doesn't seem to be posing any sort of threat to the safe lane of Radiant.
They have ways of dispelling the Gale. And Arc Warden's Q. I'm calling it Q because right now I cannot remember the name. Does it happen to you? Flux? Oh yeah, that's correct. Does it happen to you often?
I do. There's still spells that I always forget. What's the passive of Razor, for example?
Static something?
Exactly.
Or Storm something.
Exactly.
Eye of the Storm static.
That's the ult.
Passive, yeah. Oh, Tiny, he got the best rune. If he wants to gank the side lane with the haste. So far, so good for Cyberium Seed.
Yeah, solid start. 2k lead already. At just 6 minutes in. And I think they'll be pretty happy with all 3 lanes. I mean, the top, 30 and 12, so it's free farm for the Slardar on top of the fact that they killed that Terrorblade.
Tiny will find him once again.
Has he got enough burst to kill him? Ooh. Oh, go for the blind tree throw. Ah, it's going to get blocked anyway.
He didn't need to. He could just throw it. I believe he's dead.
Or is he? He is. Oh! Granny coming in. Biker cleaning up the job. So Tiny loses his life, but hey, at the end of the day, the Terror Blade is dead. And that's always going to be good news for Cyberium.
He was just going for a greedy play. Try to right-click him instead of throwing the 3.
It's top lane, Sam. I mean, his free farm's just going to continue. Nothing a tree can do to stop him now that Sam's hit the 6.
What if Tiny could pick up Treant as a 3 and just throw him? I mean, he is a 3.
I'd be pretty impressed.
At the end.
Oh, tree. Oh, yeah. Beautiful shot from Mastermind. Takes down the Phoenix. Now the Cookie. Biker with the setup. Pushes Pubba in onto Lightless. Lightless. He's going to have Ghost. No, he's not got the mana for it.
Pretend it's not happening. You know, the bear attacks you, you're standing still. Don't look at him. But they did not fall for it.
Cyberium, and they're looking great here. 6-1. Chashlo is going to go for the TP out. Is there the burst damage in time? There is. The Spark Wraith won't quite hit him soon enough, but it's another instance where Chashlo's just having to leave that bottom lane.
And they're
not slowing down the arc at all.
And Mastermind's getting all the runes. He is level 6. Not the full combo yet, but he is chasing. And Slardr's having an extremely good time on the top lane. Like, he's been left alone. TB right now is just jungling. He might even get Hand of Midas. I see Gloves of Haste, almost 2,000 gold on him. Yeah, I believe that's Hand of Midas flying to him.
Oh, has he? We've got the double Midas then. The triple Midas, technically, with the Arc Warden and his double. So having that in play whilst already being considerably ahead out of the lanes, you're going to be feeling pretty cozy right now if you're Cyberium Seed. There's mid lane. Nothing more than a bit of harassment, but yeah, you're right. This pre-9 minute Slardar Midas. I mean, this is looking a little concerning for Empire. Bottom lane, Chashlo. He's on the run. The Plague War's down. Pubba coming in from the side. Chashlo has already used the Dispel, so nothing else to save himself. Over as well. The Cookie onto the 2, into the Avalanche.
Snap is already level 6.
Oh, this is, I mean, Biker, last game on his Rubik, this game on the Snapfire. I don't know what he's saying to the team because he's the captain, but he's making some good calls. This guy, he looks like a pretty strong leader here in Dota. Making a lot of excellent moves.
Cyberium Seed with very aggressive moves all over the map. Like, they are pressuring TB in the jungle, they're pressuring the lanes. Arc Warden's having a good time. That's exactly what they need.
Look, this Biker starting to wrap around quite deep. There's a lot of TPs coming in. They're going to get the Gale onto the TB. Cookie forward into the Avalanche. Smiling Knight's going to get blasted down by the Scatter Blast. They kill off the Terror Blade. Can Empire punish them until they're trying to chase down Mastermind? They've got the Sun Ray upon him. He's pretty fast.
Get that rune.
He's going to be able to pick it up and start bottling up the charges. He's fine. He gets out.
This is your position 5 Veno playing tier 3 tower 10 minutes in. What's going on in this game, Owen? Well, he feeds a kill.
Just finally kill him. But again, this is all resulting from another time where this Terror Blade is getting hunted down. I mean, this Snapfire just relentless at keeping on top of him and finding him each and every time. Even his own jungle, it's just not safe.
He died 3 times already, and they're putting a lot of pressure on the other side. Slardar having a great time. Hand of Midas, pre-10 minutes. Same goes for Arc Warden. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of gold in their pocket. 6k gold lead already.
Yeah, there's this. And it's only going to get bigger. They don't have any sort of farming tools on Empire's lineup that's going to close that gap unless they somehow end up winning some of these fights that are being brought to them. But at this stage, that looks very unlikely. Cyberium, he is looking at Warzak Narc, but even with the vision, hard to get to him as he keeps himself deep in the tree line. Trying to do his best to hold on to these towers. Empire, they've got to try and slow this game down, get the farm on the Terror Blade. Mid lane, Cold Snap, won't put a stop.
Stop the ulti. Or was it? It was Cold Snap, I believe.
It's a little bit deep there for Snapfire. as they'll kill him for this one.
Dire's courier
Does
has been
require
killed.
all 5 of them to come in towards that mid.
It's 4 protect 1, but my question is, who are they protecting? Is it DB? Because right now he's really struggling.
It's not looking good there, even getting that kill. As I say, just so much expended. They're putting everything into just killing off the Snapfire, the farm, the free farm, continuing for all cause of Cyberium, particularly so for the Slardar and Dark Warden with their Midases. I'm going to try and hunt Little Pleb. Supernova, and Little Pleb's going to turn, look to take it down. He gets the egg, but he will die for it. So a successful move. They'll also be able to farm at the Tempest double. Cyberium, do they want to try and fight into this without their Arc Ward? And Mastermind coming in with the combo from the side says certainly so.
1, 2, 3.
Oh.
The rest already used it. They can't tip him 5 times in a row.
They're coming in with the big tips to try and tilt Lightless out of this game. He is having a rough one. And Smiling Knight, he's running. Mastermind and Pubba are chasing. A bit of a cookie forward to try and get him in range of a target. Won't be able to get the grab. Soban actually coming in with the aggressive dive. Turns over towards Pubba with the Sunray. They actually continue to run him down. There doesn't look like it. Mastermind, he's still thinking about running in on this Terrorblade. Smiling Knight will catch a glimpse of him as he steps down from the stairs.
I think Mastermind's playing way too aggressive, to be honest. Like, he should farm his Blink Dagger. Like, kill 3 creep waves. Eknard should fall on the top lane. Tempest double plus a hero should do the trick. Oh, some jukes.
He's hiding. He's dodging him. Little Pleb trying to do his best to find him, but won't be able to do so. So Eknard is going to live for now. Able to continue to offer up the living armor for that tier 1 tower. Getting extremely hard for Empire to make plays. They'll try mid though. Tornado onto Mastermind, but the coverage is there from the Mortimer's Kisses. Empire having to run. The Kisses bringing Lightless slow. Will live.
Once again, 4 men just sitting behind Terrorblade. And the Mastermind controlling all the runes. That's just the illusion.
Oh, they do eventually find the tree up top. Little Pleb will finally hunt him down. And these Blink Dagger timings, as you say, the Tiny's Masterminds is nearly done. Sam's already got his coming out. So they've got the double Blink, which is going to be terrifying for Gambit to play against. They don't have a lot of saves, or at least a lot of ways to remove the stuns, just that Legion. And if they get the jump on the Legion herself, they're going to just get blown up by this combo of Cyberium very easily.
When their tier 1 tower mid falls, the area where they can farm is just going to shrink. They're not going to be able to cross the river.
What? Sam is going to try for Eknard. Eknard actually going to use the ult to keep himself safe here. Mana will be burnt. Sam toss forward there.
Blind Granny
Mastermind gets him in range of Eknard as Biker claims another.
You live in Netherlands. Who was Flying Dutchman? Besides the
that's
ship.
something to do with history. Yes, a ship, isn't it?
It's a ship in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Did you say Caribbean or Caribbean?
I don't know.
I say Caribbean.
Has been killed.
That's why I said it twice, because
I don't know which
both
one's correct.
sound fine.
I'm sure there's a correct one. Probably not the one that we say. I mean, us English, we always pronounce things horribly wrong.
So yeah, back in the game. 11k gold lead, 15 minutes in.
Yeah, it's only just
Once
growing.
it hits 1k per minute, the game just ends. That's how it is.
Oh, what's going on here? A dead Invoker, that's what's happening, and... Oh!
GG!
Oh, the tips! Dude, that guy is so tilted.
I don't think our panel is ready.
Oh, they're not
Owen.
ready. I don't think the panel even finished. They're just wrapping up the draft.